I am Guru Subramanian Swaminathan. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Listening Platform. Today we have our guest Krithika Srinivasan, who has done the architecture in University of South Australia and then moved to Sydney. She has established herself as a project manager, and also she is the founder of Dharpana School of Arts. We are going to delve into the details of what motivated her identity, discipline around dance and arts, how architecture is coming into this picture. Thank you for watching. Let's welcome Krithika Srinivasan.
One of the first ones that I'm doing here in Sydney. And
many more to come.
Many more to come. I'm very excited to be here. So truly, thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much.
Little bit about myself. I'm Krithika Srinivasan.
Okay.
I came here to do my master's back in 2017 to Adelaide. So it's been 9 years. You don't really think about how long it's been until you speak about it. And then I moved to Sydney for work, and I vividly remember messaging you. So we've come a long way from just texting to say, hey, I'm here, to doing this podcast together. So very grateful for that. Moved to Sydney for work, did architecture for a couple of years, and then I moved to project management. In terms of art, I've always been dancing. I've always, I think I started very early. My whole family is into it. My aunt is a dancer through whom I got the opportunity to learn from her guru and her peers. Did my Arangetram in Chennai. Like at all of my points in life, I think dance has always been there with me. It was only until recently that I thought I need to give back to the community. I would like to give something back to the community here. That's when the idea of Dharpana came across. Started this about 3 to 4 years back. Started very small, without a name actually. It was just a dance class. Started very small at home. And I have to give credits to my mother-in-law at this stage, because she runs a yoga school back in Chennai. And that is called Dharpana School of Arts. And the name was given to her by her guru. And she said, why don't you just use the name? Because Bharatanatyam has a text called Abhinaya Dharpana. It fits very nicely into what I was doing as well. And there was no turning back from there. She was the encouragement, and I said, yes, why not? And we established Dharpana School of Arts like that, which is, we've come a long way since then. And I think we've been doing pretty well for the last couple of years.
That's good. That's good to know. I mean, Chennai and Kalakshetra is very famous, right? Like you're also associated with Kalakshetra?
I'm associated with Tanjavur Bani. That's where I started. Principal of Kalakshetra, Harini Srimati Revati Ramachandran. So currently I train under her and her daughter online. So,
excellent to know. Thank you so much. I mean, that's a very grand introduction, I would say. I think those who know dance and arts, they will be able to relate what you have said and how much of effort has gone into all these things to be in this place. I mean, you're just saying like, I'm just dance, I just do the class and things like that. There's a lot of effort goes into all these things. Thank you so much for doing this. Now, the first question from my side is, in Listening Platform, we delve more into the intent and the personal space of why, basically, right? So why, how the passion for dance started here for you?
I think like I said earlier, it was always there. I think my mom realized when I was like say 3 or 3.5 that I had a leaning towards dance, and that's when we were in Bombay at that time. So she took me to classes, and I think it just pulled me towards it. And since then, there was no stopping. We moved from Bombay to Chennai. We immediately found my aunt's class. So there was no point in life where there was a break from dancing. Even when I wasn't learning, I was thinking about it. Even when I wasn't performing, I was thinking about it. So I think it's always been there. And I think that's something that's brought me so far. So I think if I had to pick one passion of mine that had to stay throughout with me, it would be dance without a question.
That's really good actually, right? I think we had covered in this podcast about, I think the first person whom I did, I think we covered about Ikigai also, basically, right? So it's like, what is that you can do without any pressure, which you can just get up and start doing things, basically.
Yeah.
I think that's what It's something dance for you, I think, right?
Yes.
Amazing. So when you started Dharpana, what changed internally to you? Like, did anything change? And what changed?
A lot of things.
Okay.
Dharpana started as a passion project.
Okay.
I think at the core and essence of it, it still is a passion project.
Okay.
But with the amount of students coming in, with the amount of responsibility that's brought in to myself,
Okay.
I think my relationship with the art form has also evolved.
Okay.
I'm not just performing for myself. I do that
Okay.
outside of Dharpana. I still perform alone and I do shows. But as Dharpana family, I think there's more responsibility because I'm responsible for 40 odd kids and adults who've trusted me, the parents who've trusted their kids with their journey as
Correct.
well. So surely that relationship with art form has evolved through this process.
Okay. So is that your passion? Is it a purpose, or is it like a profession you're considering Dharpana Arts?
Surely is a passion.
Okay.
With teaching, I think it's given me a sense of purpose.
Okay.
Like sense of purpose, sense of building that community, sense of giving back. So I think I would call that starting Dharpana surely has given me a purpose. In terms of profession, I want to tread very carefully here because as much as I want it to be a profession, I want Dharpana to grow sustainably.
Okay.
And with that growth, I don't want to compromise on sincerity or quality.
Okay.
So I don't mind growing at a smaller pace.
Okay.
But if I am putting out some quality knowledge to the students, if the kids are taking away some sort of discipline from it, some sort of patience, I think I've done my job there and I'm content with that.
Perfect. Quality matters a lot.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And see, you have done your architecture, and it's a form of expression, which probably comes out as buildings, as a blueprint, and around that infrastructure side, right? And here you're architecting human beings actually. How do you see these two things? Is it like both are complementary to each other?
100%. I think from architecture, I learned a lot about spaces or like movement of spaces. Coincidentally, my thesis in architecture was actually building a dance village.
Okay.
So I sort of integrated the two passions that I had.
Okay.
And over the years, I think I've learned that both these entities require you to be very present, very rooted, because I don't think anybody can get up and do architecture. I don't think anybody can get up and, do a traditional art form. You need to be very present. You can't fake your way through it. So for architecture, when you're building a small space, it needs to cater to that group of people. So your thinking needs to cater to that group of people. Whereas for dance as well, one part of it needs to cater to your audience. So you need to know how to navigate that. The other part of it needs to cater to yourself, your inner consciousness. So you need to know how to move around that as well. So I think I've learned a lot from both integrating architecture and Bharatanatyam together. And I feel like I'm sculpting these younger generation or younger minds to the best of my ability to sort of navigate these spaces with a conscious awareness of what an art form is, and in terms of architecture, what a space is. I think architecture is a bit more louder. For me, dance is a bit more quieter, a bit softer more emotional, softer, and it is something very internal.
Perfect. I mean, both complements each other.
Yes.
But is there any time where you have seen that the principles of architecture and the principles of dancing conflict each other? Any situations or you have seen?
Not really. I think so far whatever I've experienced is them coming together. I've not really seen like a conflicting nature. You'll find that there's so many similarities between the two once you start delving deep into into both the matters.
Art forms.
Yeah.
Okay. That's really good. And I'm sure you would have faced a lot of failures on the way, both sides actually. Is there anything specific you want to share with the audience with a lesson?
Sure. I think failure, I used to, when I started off, this whole running a school was very new to me. And so naturally, any failure that came across was taken personally.
Okay.
Like there was always so much emotion involved with it.
That's correct.
Over the years, I've tried to remove that emotion out of both failure and success. And it's made me question as to what could I have done better in that incident? Or is this failure because I have a certain purpose in life? Or is this failure because I've missed out on something or I've not thought about something? When you start thinking like that, I sort of go deeper, and I think in a situation, if I've stuck to my conscience and if I've stuck to my purpose, or if I've stuck to the message that I want Dharpana to give, and in spite of that, if something has gone wrong, I don't think I take responsibility for it anymore. Because I think it's also made me a very stronger person in terms like mentally as well, because it bogs you down once you after all, we're all human. I think it's made me stronger. So I've sort of learned to differentiate between if that failure is mine, if that failure is for the Dharpana school, or if the other person is just missing out on this, situation. So
there is a famous quote also, right? I think, don't worry about what you cannot control.
Yeah.
I think that perfectly fits your situation.
I think
also.
I'm still learning, but I'm trying very hard.
Absolutely. But while you're trying very hard to establish yourself through Dharpana plus your regular work, it demands a lot of energy, and very easily the energy gets drained over a period of I would say days, basically, right? I think you start off with your day, but energy drains over a period of time. How do you sustain yourself with both these commitments?
Yeah, it is a task.
Okay.
I don't know how like our elders did all of that and still had all the energy. So because I have like a proper 9 to 5, I finish that, and I take classes on weeknights, Tuesdays and Thursdays after work. Some days, like you said, I have the motivation, I have the energy, I'm 100% when I enter the class, but some days you're just drained out, like with work and with commitments and all of that. But I think the only way to maintain that energy is to be consistent. Just show up. Once I've started the classes, I feel like it's a responsibility for me to show up. Like I cannot give a reason to not be there anymore. I have to be there. So I think I just get myself up, like I prepare myself and I say, I've got to do this. Like there's so many kids who are dependent, not only kids and adults who are dependent on me, who trust me, and they all look forward for the classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And just thinking about that gets me up and running. So however tired I am, I think I just show up, do the best that you can, and do the best that, like if you make sure that the kid has come to that class and taken away some sort of learning, or if the kid has just had fun in that class,
that's also
that's enough for you to keep going on. Yeah.
That's really good, right? I think in terms of maintaining your energy, I think there are so many quotes coming into my mind actually, right? We always try to depend on motivation. Sometimes it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Being consistent is the best motivation you can do for yourself, actually. I think classic examples, I would say.
Yeah.
Thank you so much on that. In terms of commitment of yours to the dance, and as you rightly said, learning about architecture, doing things about architecture, it's also a long-term commitment. You got to be be there in the moment and then do things, same thing with the discipline. So what does long-term commitment mean to you?
It's a very good question, especially in today's age and time.
Yeah.
I thought long-term commitment was a given.
Okay.
I didn't know that there was another option at all.
Okay.
Because if you think about it, growing up, I was put in so many different classes like art, music, dance, table tennis, and school. It all came with a long-term commitment. There was no point in life where I said, okay, I'm just going to do a trial class and then I'll see how I go. Once I went in, irrespective of whether I liked it or not, my mom used to send me every day, and I think today it has helped me a lot. So for me, long-term commitment, like to anything that I started, was a given. But in the recent times, I've realized that it's not a given for everybody.
Yeah.
And it is not right for me to expect it to be a given for everybody as well. With trial classes everywhere happening, and with people figuring out if they really want to do it or not. So there's that kind of a flexibility now, which is good, which has both its pros and cons. But I think an art form, any art form, I'm not saying only Bharatanatyam, any art form requires a long-term commitment. So I think in today's world, we're trying to make it work. So what makes somebody choose this as a long-term commitment? What makes somebody come back to it? So you offer them with rewards, performances, you spend so much time, you will go on stage, you spend so much time, you will do your Chalanga Puja.
Correct.
So these things get them coming back again and again. And in spite of it, if somebody chooses for it to say pause somewhere, I think you need to be able to let go of it. And if it is really, I really believe in the fact that if it is really meant for you, you will come back to it. And I will try my best. If somebody wants to give up, I will try my best to explain to them that this is a long-term commitment and they've got to stay through it and see the end of it. Because if you stay through it, surely if you spend that much time in an art form, at some point of your life, the art form will give back to you. That is a sure shot. You just need the patience to stay through it. You need the discipline to commit to it long term. This is what I say to everybody, in parents and students, that because today's world is a fast-paced world.
Absolutely.
Everybody wants everything instantly.
It's a real culture, right?
Yeah. Sometimes it's just not possible. So I have very honest and open conversations with my parents and kids when they come and join the classes or in between classes as well, to be patient, to be committed to it long term, and they will reap the benefits of it. So I think long-term commitment should still be a given for everybody. But if not, please find the little things that rewards you and come back to your art form. Choose it again and again and again every single day if you can.
I mean, I also honestly believe in that. I think it has just paid off many people actually after years and years of hard work. So coming back to your rewards you mentioned about events actually, right? So have you done any events within Sydney?
Yeah, so many. So initially it was me going and performing everywhere, but recently I've got a good set of kids who've been with me for the last 3 years. So they trained very beautifully, and adults as well, who are going on stages. We recently did a show on April 18th where the adults were there. On June 20th, we're going to be doing an event, like a fundraising event to build a temple. So Dharpana School of Arts has been very grateful for the opportunity, and we're going to be performing to raise funds for the temple, which is a very good cause, I believe. It's for
which temple is that?
It's for the Sai Gayatri temple. So they're doing a fundraising event on June 20th. So our school is dancing and another music school singing. So we've been doing that, and a lot of stages like Sydney Murugan Temple, Durga Temple. I love performing in temples because I think it just gives you like this calmness and peace. And growing up, I've always performed in temples. So I love just being in the Sannidhi and dancing, which is what I ask my students to do as well. So I take them to a lot of temples to perform. Most of the events that happen in Sydney organized by Hindu Council and Taka Tungabi Association, we've performed there. This year, we got a very good opportunity to go perform at the Federal Parliament for the Pongal celebrations.
Amazing, right?
Which was like
probably in Canberra, right?
Yes, in Canberra. It was a great experience to travel with the Dharpana family and with everybody from Sydney to Canberra, get dressed, perform there. It was a surreal experience.
Kudos to you. I remember, I think April 18th event is the one which I think the great singer P. Unnikrishnan also came.
That's the one.
Is that the one?
Yes, that's the one. So we got to perform in front of him, which was a great experience. So just meeting him in person was so good. Yeah.
No, it's the Sydney ecosystem. It's specifically with respect to the culturals, whether it is arts, dance, and any other form, has changed a lot in the last 5 years. I think thanks to the organizers who has been doing this day in and day out. I think number of events coming up. It's really great, and there's a lot of opportunities kids are getting to perform.
Yeah,
that's really good. Thank you so much for your time. I'm sure few of this information which you have shared is going to motivate few kids and parents to either come to Dharpana or at least find a place where they can train their kids with long-term commitment, discipline, and also be patient in seeing the results.
Agreed.
But thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you so much for this. Thank you for the opportunity, and I hope each one of you out there find some sort of art form to choose every day.
Yeah, I'm sure they will find out. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone for watching this, and really grateful if you had been watching this until this point. I'm grateful to you. Just last ask from my side is that if you have not subscribed to the listening platform, please do so, because 98% of the viewers have not subscribed yet actually. Please do one click and subscribe to this listening platform. Thank you, and we'll see you again.